Start.
My name's Ernest Hubacker, and this is a story of me when I served in the Civilian Conservation Corps, the old CCCs. And that was a wonderful experience in my life, actually, for many a man, although at that time we did not appreciate all the hard work we had to do. The longer we did it, we got old. Now here's a count. Starts out, beer for $6.89. Bring whiskey, bring wine. Don't let a sober CCCer in. There's 6.89 companies that had the numbers. That may be called the theme song for Camp Cusino at Shingleton, Michigan. Despite the alcoholic content of that song, there were no wild parties there, at least not during the 2 years, 1938, 39, that I was enrolled at that company. That was 5 years after Jeffrey Schatz's father was there, but the camp work there was still game research. The biggest part of that was finding out how much those deer and one moose ate and what they most liked to eat. The system to find out was WIWO, way in on the way in, way out on the way out. I never did read about any knowledge or conclusions about all this study. I just did the work. After my work was done, I just thought about having fun.
Ernest, I'm going to ask you a question. When did this take place? You said it was 1938, 1939.
Yeah.
How old were you?
About 25 or so.
Okay, all right.
23 or something.
And this was a place to go to work.
Yes. You enrolled. You just get hired. You enrolled.
Okay.
Some of the game research had a personal touch. Those deer and pins became very relaxed in the companies of humans. A deer was let out of the pen and given the freedom to roam. A man was given a pad, a pencil, and a watch if he did not have one. His job was like being a reporter for a newspaper. For a few days he watched the deer and wrote down what they ate and when and how long. He followed the deer. He was teased about the deer following him. The animal must have followed him. At the end of the day, you go back into the pen, be available to go out the next day. Being a reporter for the life of a deer must have been the most unique job a man ever had. Another part of that game research was to take the census of deer in a selected square mile of forest. That was accomplished by placing men along the boundary of the line of selected site. Three sides were stationary. The men did not move. The fourth side had a line of moving men and hollering as they advanced towards the closed end of the square mile. Each man would report any deer on his right which chased out of the selected square mile. That was a deer which passed between the next man on the right. Now I sure like taking part in that census. It was good for half a day of easy work.
Ernest, when did you write this article?
Well, about a month ago or so.
Oh, you just did it?
Yeah.
So this has just been published in the Civilian Conservation Corps Legacy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut it now, and then we'll continue it later on. I'm going to try and keep these things